Happy Monday. Welcome, welcome. We are live from Disney's Boardwalk Resort. It is 6:45 on Monday morning. And it's a little chilly outside. Just to give you some perspective, I'm very bundled up. It is 35 degrees, but feels like 27, so we're doing great here in sunny Florida. All right, so we are going to go for a little stroll, but I am frozen, so I wanted to kind of hang out here a little bit. We are right by the Bellevue Lounge, so we're gonna take a little tour here. Good morning, WDW Streamfinder. How are you? We're just gonna walk around here. Hey, Lynette, good morning. But it is a little chilly this morning, so just gonna go slowly on this stroll, and definitely gonna make it outside for the sunrise, but and I'll show you, I'll peep outside right now, but I really gotta bundle up because it is chilly. Whew. And there's like a breeze too, so it's definitely cold. And you know, the Florida humidity is always there, so we have a little moisture in the air. That's probably why it feels like it's 27 degrees. Really, it's 35, but still, here we are. It's a beautiful Monday morning. We are starting out the week strong. So happy that you're all here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. For some, it might be a 3-day weekend. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So for those that are off, enjoy it. Be grateful for that. For those that are not, it's okay. We're still starting out our Monday like we would any other week. It is a fresh start. And we got some great things to talk about today. I'm super excited. So if you haven't already hit that like button, please do. It's good karma. It helps push the stream out to more and more people. And that's what we want to do. We want to spread that positivity on a Monday morning and get some more people to gain some knowledge, or think about something in a different light. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And hit that bell for all notifications so you'll be notified every time I go live. It's generally on a Monday morning around 6:45. And every week we get motivated. We start the week out strong. I share some insights from books that I'm reading, podcasts, and just life experiences. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I appreciate your support, and especially appreciate my Patreons. If you are interested in finding out more about becoming a Patreon or a member of YouTube, you can kind of check out the memberships there, or you can go to patreon.com/learningwithlau or learningwithlau.com. And we have some perks for the top tiers of the Patreons and members. You will get a group coaching call every month. You'll get some bonus videos and early access and some other discounts on one-on-one life coaching, because I am a certified life coach. I'm a certified English and special education teacher, so I bring that knowledge as well. What else? We have a group coaching call tonight for my New Year, New Chapter folks that have hopped onto that. But if you are not in that program and you are a Patreon, you do get one of those group coaching calls for this month. There were 4. Tell me which one you want to hop on. You're welcome to join that. Or if you can't make any of them, they're recorded now. So I'll send over the link for the first, second, or third, or fourth group coaching call. That's my spiel. Again, it is pretty cold, pretty chilly. So we're gonna hang out inside for a little bit, tour the boardwalk, and then make our way outside. Hopefully, as the sun starts to come up, it will get a little bit warmer. And I'm gonna catch up with some chat because I saw that happening. So let me go back inside into the Bellevue Lounge, which is a great little spot. All right. Let's see. Hey, Bill, good morning. Chilly today, hot tamale, good morning. Christina G, good morning. Have another interview. I love it, Christina. You're getting so much practice, and I'm sure you're really honing in on the types of jobs that you want to get. So I'm wishing you all the best of luck. And Lynette says 14 degrees there. No, thank you. You could keep that up north. WDW Streamfinder says Boardwalk is a great place to stay inside, stay warm, save your hands, and use those windows. Yes, I know. But I do want to take you guys outside. It's so beautiful, but I cannot believe how cold it is today. Kind of crazy. Good morning, Eric. Thanks for being here. Just waiting to hear. All right, Christina, sending all the positive vibes. We're walking into the lobby, which is absolutely stunning, in my opinion. Oh, they have even like I walked right past that before, but they have the fire pits outside. So if you're waiting for an Uber or you're waiting for your car that you valeted, they do have the fire on there, which is so nice. And it's nice for the valet people as well. There's somebody in shorts. I just can't. All right, let's turn around. Seeing is believing. Wonderful. Let's go see it. Let's go all. Ah, we love it. All right. It feels weird not seeing all the Christmas decorations in here, but this is the lobby, all nice and bare, but still just as gorgeous. I do love the furniture, so comfy. Everybody's up and at it today. Oh my goodness, can I get my espresso? Is this place open? I would love that right now. Yes, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna check out the resort activities too, because I really wanna see. But now that I'm going to this new gym, I don't have time to go to Starbucks in between the streams, so here we are. Good morning. I would love a double espresso, please. That's all. Thank you so much. So here we are in this beautiful little cafe, which I'm a big fan of. They do have some breakfast things here, I guess. Some croissants. Ooh, we got some crumb cake, which is always delicious. A crunchy raspberry Danish, banana bread, chocolate almond croissant. Wow. These all look very appetizing. Oh, and then we got a Mickey cinnamon roll. Oh my goodness gracious. If I had a sweet tooth, this would be where I would come. Christina has all her winter gear. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks great, right? Everything looks so good. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Oh, it's nice and warm too. All right, so let's see. This is where DVC wing is. So that's where you would go for DVC. We're gonna walk back over here. I do wanna take a look at the activities board, and then we'll get into the book that I am reading, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. Okay. Boardwalk croquet, that's cool. Disney Fit Yoga, Monday at 9 a.m. Love that. If I didn't have a coaching call right after, I would for sure be there. Family Wellness Yoga, Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pickleball Clinic, which I've done before. It's actually fun. Crescent Lake Wellness Challenge. Enjoy the beautiful views of Crescent Lake as you explore nearly 1 mile of pathways on the self-guided fitness challenge. After completing the course, head to Community Hall for a prize. That's cool. I didn't know they had that. That's really nice. And of course, they have all the other typical activities for the resorts. But I do want to get into what we're talking about today, because I have been reading the book, The Mastery of Self, and thoroughly enjoying it. If you're somebody that's interested in, starting to read self-help books and things like that, this is a great jumpstart. I think you get so much knowledge, and it is a shorter read. It's not as intense, I guess, and it's like a tiny book, not too many words on the page, but a wealth of knowledge, absolutely. So if you're interested, I highly recommend. And you can go back, I think I've done about 4 streams now with this book. And just how I've said on other streams, I like to take my time when I'm reading these books because I really want to bring to you important information, things that resonate with me, kind of like the clip notes of the book. So I take notes, I bring it to you every Monday, but I like to kind of take my time with it. So that's why you'll see that I'll have a few streams with the same book because I really want to, absorb the information and be able to give you examples and things like that as we go through the stream. So great book. Yeah, so this one we're going to talk about looking at forgiveness. I know we talked briefly about that on the last stream. Things that we can do, like actionable steps to actually move forward in that forgiveness process if you're struggling with forgiving someone. We're going to be talking about how to deal with anger and rage and things that trigger you, which is, everybody deals with this from time to time. What else? Let me give you a little recap of what we're going to be doing. And yeah, kind of seeing things through somebody else's perspective and understanding that your perspective is not everybody's experience. And I think that we need to be reminded of that sometimes. So I'm really happy you're here and we're gonna have a great stream. I'm excited. Let me turn this around and I will attempt, I'm gonna zip up my coat and we'll head outside and just sit out on the little terrace for a minute. Because I am getting warm inside, finally. And now that I have this espresso, we'll be good to go. All right. Let me get myself situated. And this is a great little spot too, if you are somebody that likes to get up early, or even just, you can watch the fireworks from here, I'm pretty sure. It's a great little seated area. And it is, if it's raining, sheltered from the rain. At least this portion is. And then you got this area here overlooking the lawn, which is fantastic. All right. So let's talk. Actually, I'm going to sit on this table so I know that's not wet. Okay. So if you're having trouble forgiving someone, hey, good morning, Kelsey. Before going to bed every night, you should do this little activity. And the last stream, we did talk about how holding on to anger, resentment, and those ill will feelings towards others really can hold you back from the opportunities that are awaiting you in your life, right? If you're holding on to all of that negativity, it's really hard to see those opportunities in front of you, for people to be presenting new opportunities for you. It's kind of like a block and you're standing in your own way. So if you're having trouble forgiving someone, before bed every night, say, now I'm not religious, so I would maybe change the phrasing of this because it says, I pray that. Maybe you could say, I wish that, or I manifest that, whatever works for you. I manifest that so-and-so, whoever the person is, receives everything they want in life, including the experience of unconditional love, peace, and happiness. So I'll repeat it again for those that are taking notes or want it repeated. I pray that whoever receives everything they want in life, including the experience of unconditional love, peace, and happiness. And why do we do this? What we focus on expands. So if you are focusing on negativity, you're holding that grudge, if you're holding on to anger or resentment, or you're wishing ill will upon people, that stuff is going to come back to you. It's festering. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die, or expecting it to hurt the other person, right? You are only doing it to yourself. So if we put out that positive energy, even if you don't fully forgive the person as you're saying it, right? Over time, as you continue to do this, you will feel lighter. It's going to loosen that up for you. So I really feel like that's a great practice to start doing, even if it's not before bed. You can do it once a day. Set a reminder on your phone. We have reminders for everything else. Just put a forgiveness reminder in your phone. Why not? right? This is going to help you in the long run. And if you do this consistently for 2 weeks, you're going to see how it's going to impact your overall mood. It's going to see how you're going to feel a little bit lighter, and maybe you'll even start forgiving this person. If you're pushing these positive feelings, these positive prayers, manifestations, whatever it is out there into the universe. It's windy and I am cold, but I'm doing this for you guys, okay? So if you haven't already hit that like button, please, it'll warm me up. We have the abracadabra. Actually, I might have a seat in there because they do have the plastic, what do you call it, walls down, so it'll block the wind a little bit, but we could still sit outside and kind of enjoy the views. And then once that sun starts coming up, because it does look gorgeous, we will come out of here. But also, I don't like to sit still, so we'll see how long I stay here for. All right, here we go. Ooh, oh my goodness. I am shocked at how cold it is. All right, here we are. But you could still kind of watch, people watch here. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So forgiveness is something you're doing for you, not for the other person, right? Because sometimes we don't even get an opportunity to tell the person that you forgive them. It could be a person from years ago. It could be something that you held on from childhood, you know, but it's not for the other person. It is for you. Forgiveness does not mean that you forget the events of the past, nor that you condone any of those actions. Okay, you could still disagree with what the person did. You could still not be accepting of that action, and you could still, you know, hold on to the memory of that. But it frees you from being controlled by that person by remembering that you are only responsible to the tips of your own fingers. What does that mean? You're responsible for all the stuff that you do, your energy you put out, the things you say, the things you do. But you're not responsible for how someone hears what you're saying. And I've said this many times on previous streams. I feel like it resonated a lot with a bunch of people, so I love that. Let's move this. But it's going to free you from that control. And that's essentially what's happening here. If you are not forgiving, you're holding on to the memory, you're holding on to that resentment, and you're being controlled by it. Meanwhile, the other person is out there living their own best life. So would you rather be controlled, or would you rather let that ish go? Honestly, we got some really good stuff this stream that I'm excited to talk about. If this is resonating with you, or even if it's triggering to you, either way, it's a good thing because it sounds like you need to hear it. But if you know somebody that would benefit from this information, definitely share the stream. First of all, it's a compliment to me. Second of all, we're spreading that positivity. We're spreading that positive energy, and maybe it will help that other person and help to make this world a better place. Why not? WGW Streamfinder says, I will be trying to forgive the weatherman tomorrow. Forecast below 0 wind chills. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but understand, the weatherman did not create the weather. He's just the messenger. So don't shoot the messenger. But I get it. The next part that we're going to get into is your emotions. Okay. I don't know if you could see the plastic sheets there, but it's protecting me because it's chilly. All right. I am going to attempt to walk. I wish this hat really protected my ears. It's not doing the best job. All right, here we go, people. We got this. The next part we're going to talk about is your emotions, right? Because your emotions show you what you like and what you don't like, what's important in your life and what's not important in your life. Makes sense. But emotions can also show you where you're still holding on to attachments and reveal the remaining fears and self-doubts from past domestications that you haven't released. And if you're new to the channel and you don't know what that means, the domestications basically means this is how you were conditioned as a child. You believe certain beliefs, you feel a certain way about things. Maybe it's your overall mindset about specific topics like, I don't know, money, marriage, sex, whatever, religion, right? It's how you were domesticated in a certain way. But as you get older, you need to realize, okay, these values, these opinions, these beliefs were placed upon me, and you have the option to either continue to believe that or feel that way or hold that opinion or mindset, or you can decide that is not part of my identity and I can change it. But it all comes with awareness, right? So this is where you need to kind of tap into that. And this will, again, reveal your fears, self-doubts that you had attached to those past domestications. All right? And hair's blowing into my mouth, sorry. Anytime that you feel anger, frustration, guilt, shame, or any other negative emotion, right? We all have these from time to time. You need to ask yourself, or it's a cue to kind of like look within and see what's happening, okay? And then you're gonna ask yourself a few questions. Let me just get in here because maybe it'll block some of the wind too. This espresso is getting cold pretty quickly. Oh, but look how gorgeous. So pretty in the morning. We're gonna make our way over to this lighthouse over here because I feel like that's the best spot to watch the sunrise. Over by the lighthouse in front of, I guess that's Yacht and Beach. So technically like right in the middle of the two. But she's beauty and she's grace. She's the boardwalk at Disney. All right, here we go. So if you're feeling any of those negative emotions, again, anger, frustration, guilt, shame, or any other negative emotion, you're gonna need to ask yourself, where is this feeling coming from? When have I experienced this before? And what is the source of this feeling? Okay, so it's one thing to recognize what the emotion is and name it and be like, okay, I am feeling anger, or I am feeling resentment, or I am feeling shame, right? Where is this feeling coming from? Okay, like where is it, like where have I experienced this before? Like what is this similar to? And what is the source of this feeling? Is it a person? Is it a memory? Because for a lot of us, we get triggered by not necessarily the action happening in the current moment, but a memory from the past. So what does that mean? Maybe something happened in your childhood and you felt like you were not enough. Maybe a situation with your parents or a friend or a teacher or whatever, and you just felt like, I am not enough. For whatever reason, I don't know the situation, but that's the feeling behind it. Then, as an adult, something happens and you have that same type of emotion or that same feeling in the pit of your stomach, and you're like, ooh, that doesn't feel good. I don't feel like I'm enough. Now is the time to tap into, okay, where and when have I felt this before? Because that'll give you the awareness of, okay, is this really how I'm feeling in the moment, or is this a trigger from the past? And awareness of what's happening when you answer those questions, it will help to prevent a spiral. And let me tell you, this weekend, if you're not following me on Instagram, LearningWithLau 55, you should probably do that, because this weekend I went in the middle of nowhere with my two girlfriends. We went to these cabins in the woods, and I'm going to be dropping some videos this week to show you our experience. It was super, super fun. But We really did a great job of disconnecting and unplugging, except for obviously me taking videos. And we really got super reflective, and I feel like I was in a little downward spiral on the first day that I was there. And then I woke up Saturday morning and I was like, you know what? Fresh new perspective, right? I was becoming aware of my feelings and realizing, okay, this is a similar situation to something that has happened in the past. I had this feeling before. I'm feeling triggered by this certain event that is happening. And now that I identified it, I'm able to say, well, okay, that's not really what's happening here. This is my perception of what's happening based on a previous event, but it doesn't mean that that's happening right now in real time. It just reminds me of a similar, not even similar, it just reminds me of another event because of certain patterns, but it doesn't mean it's true. So that was super enlightening for me, and I was able to unravel out of the spiral. Really a great experience, I have to say. My fingers are frozen. Oh my God. All right. Actually, we're gonna pop in to the beach club so I can defrost a little bit. I cannot believe how cold it is. I feel like I'm back in New York. What is this? What is this, I tell you? Okay. I really hope that you're all bundled up somewhere, because I know other parts of the country, if you're not in Florida, you're probably cold too, somewhere else. So I hope you're all cozy this morning, bundled up, drinking your coffee or your espresso or your tea, whatever it is, and just enjoying being cozy. Actually, let me just try one thing here. Okay. Yes, Lynette, it was a lot of fun. Because I did post some pictures and videos on my story, but I'm going to put out more reels this week showing you everything we did. It was super fun. And the cabin we stayed in was basically a box in the woods. It was the tiniest thing. It wasn't even 200 square feet, I'm pretty sure. It was I don't know. I'm not good with dimensions, but it was so tiny. And yeah, it was quite the experience. Hey, Rosita, welcome. So happy to have you here. But yeah, it was definitely quite the experience. We had a great time. And every morning we woke up and outside the huge window, we were just trees. So you really felt like you were in the woods. It was super cool. Yep, it's a great day, Rosita, but we're just freezing our booties off here. So I'm going to take a little break and head inside, and then we'll head back out to take a look at the sunrise. But I need to get warm. All right. Ooh. So we were in the beach club side of Beach and Yacht, and I really need to sit on this couch and have a moment. Haven't already, hit that like button, please do. It's great for your karma. It's going to help push the stream out to more and more people. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already. Sometimes I do a little bonus stream here and there. We're backing up. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications so you'll be notified every time I go live. I also have a really amazing Patreon page. You can check that out at patreon.com/learningwithlau. You can follow me on Instagram, learningwithlau55. Look how red my hand is from the cold. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to stay in here a little bit. I'm going to drink my espresso. We'll talk more about the book that I am reading. But I really want to warm up because it's something. It is something. All right. Yeah, that's a good point. WDW Streamfinder. Today may have been a better day to hit Wilderness Lodge. They have a fireplace. Just the thing today. I feel like I just did that resort, so I try and change it up. But yeah, that would have been pretty optimal. Rosita, it is 35 degrees and it feels like 27. So yeah, that's why we're just taking a moment inside. Look at those beautiful flowers. Okay. All right, so let's get back into this. We're preventing spirals. Okay. Whether your tendency is to be consumed with anger and rage or sulk silently, right? Because some people sit in the anger, some people sit in silence and kind of feel bad for themselves. The underlying cause of these emotional reactions is always fear. And I found that to be interesting. Okay, we're going to talk more about that in a second. So the tool to conditional love is fear. So when you are spiraling or mad or sitting and feeling bad for yourself, really getting to the root of what that is, most of the time, it's fear, right? We talked about earlier, feeling like you're not enough. But what does that mean? How does that show up in your life? Do you fear people leaving you? Do you fear rejection? Like what is that? Getting clear on where those feelings are coming from is really going to help set you free and release the chains that those negative emotions have on you. Oh, we have the breakfast buffet open. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That looks delicious. So this is Cape May. We got a little breakfast buffet going on. So whenever you're having an emotional reaction to something, right? It's not just when you have that triggered feeling or you're feeling super emotional in a negative way. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Okay? So the quicker you can release that, right, and have this understanding, the faster you become regrounded in your authentic self. And that is why we're here, right? Our emotional state of feeling angry, shameful, resentful, all of those things, that's not who you are. Those are just the emotions that are showing up for you, but that does not show your identity. So the quicker we're able to release that, the faster you'll be able to come back to your most authentic self. I love that. But what is also amazing is those emotional reactions, right? Any emotional reaction that you experience are really here to teach you something about yourself. And that's exactly what we're doing with these lines of questioning, right? You want to make sure that you're tapping into your true self, your true authentic self. You're being a little bit vulnerable with yourself. That's okay. And you're learning. Oh, Rosita, you're the best. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're amazing. Please get some hot cocoa. I appreciate you. I am drinking my espresso. So that's happening, but it's definitely cold now. It got cold very quickly, but it's okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Lynette says, looking at what is causing your reaction makes more sense than just being told to control it. Absolutely. I love that, Lynette, right? It reminded me of, look at the steam coming off the hot tub. I don't know if you can see it. It reminds me of like when you're like having a bad day and you're talking about it and people are like, calm down, right? Like, oh, okay, yes, let me just control what's going on, right? But if you're able to dive deeper, why am I feeling this way? Where is this coming from? What am I afraid of? Where have I seen this before, right? That is your way of actually taking control of the emotion by going through it, right? You're processing it. You're not necessarily ignoring it, pushing it out of the way, distracting yourself. You're going through and moving through that emotion so that you're able to overcome it and, in the end, I guess, control it in the best way, right? Love that. Great insight. All right. Here's where it gets interesting. We're going to head over to that lighthouse in a second. But when you have an emotional reaction as a result of a conflict with someone, because that is really, I feel like, when we have those emotional reactions, right? When you're in a conflict, the root of why it's triggering like this in you can be traced to one or all of three things. Okay. So again, if you are having a conflict with someone and you have this emotional reaction, it could be traced back to these three things. And then I'll get into explaining what they mean. But the first one is prior domestication, mirroring, and attachment. And what the heck do those mean? We're going to talk about it. But I love that in this book, The Mastery of Self, we're getting tons of clarity. I love this book already. It's amazing. And I realized why I stopped reading this years ago. This is very slippery. I don't know why. The Boardwalk? Oh my goodness. I think, I'm not kidding, guys. I think there's a layer of frost on the boardwalk because I'm like, why am I slipping? Like my shoes are sliding around and it's because there's a layer of frost. I'm like, it's not wet. It's just like frosty. Wow. This is what I'm saying. It's very cold. Ooh. Okay, I'm going slow. So when I was reading this years ago, I stopped reading the book. And I think it was because there was a chapter where it's like, write out a memory and kind of make it more vivid, make it come to life again, and bring up all those emotions and feelings around it. It was like a pivotal memory in your life that like maybe changed the course of your life or changed your identity in some way. So I started writing that and it turned out to be extremely long and I never finished it. And then it said in the book, like, make sure you do this first before you continue reading. And then I just never finished it. So then I never finished the book. So something that I still need to go back and do. But I love this book because it gives you those actionable steps. So if you're someone, again, new to reading like self-help and self-development books, I really think this is a great one. It's called The Mastery of Self. You can check out the full description in the caption below. That's there for you. Okay. All right, so let's talk about it. Prior domestication, we talked about it before, but it's a person or situation that provokes a deep memory of someone attempting to domesticate you and you resisting. All right, so you might have these thoughts and feelings that were domesticated upon you, right, from the past. These beliefs, these values that were imposed on you, and whether you continue to identify with them or not, this prior domestication is now another person or situation that is attempting to do this to you again, and you are resisting that. Okay, so that could cause the conflict. Your perception of the current situation is skewed by the domestication of the past. Hey, Mom, welcome. So you must see that the reason this person bothers you is based on a past experience rather than the current situation. This is what we talked about before, right? And you will eliminate their power to upset you by putting your will back into your control. And that all goes back into that forgiveness piece that we talked about earlier. This is a great view. I feel like it was a little bit better when I was further back, when you could see over the trees, but it's still gorgeous here. I might move back in a little bit. But I'm frozen. Oh man, that wind. Woo! That wind. Why don't I put my hood up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Is this amateur hour? What's happening? And I have 2 hoods. Lynette, don't tell her that. Then she's going to be worried about me. It's okay. We're fine. This is the current situation here in Central Florida. It's okay. We got the hat. We got the hood. We got the fuzzy hood. I have to tell you, it's colder. I'm colder now than I was this weekend in the cabins up north in Florida. Like, it's colder today than it was this weekend. So go figure that one out. Yep, the birds are telling me to bundle up. They're like, what are you doing? Get inside. No, but this is why we're here, right? To see the beautiful sunrise and to share all of my experiences and my insights with you. But like, I really want to get this great view. Rosita, we're doing it. We're doing it. Next time we're going to talk more about the other two things that basically can be traced back. What you're triggering can be traced back to. Okay, so we have mirroring and attachment. And briefly, I will talk about how, like, someone is mirroring your behavior, right? Maybe that's something that you don't like. Like, you see something in someone else that you don't like about yourself. Okay, so that comes out. And I find that to be super interesting because sometimes we don't realize that that's what's happening. And then also your attachments. All right. What are you holding on to, whether it's a physical thing or something that's like intangible, right? That can also cloud your emotional response to conflict. But we're going to dive deeper into that next time. But I really want you to focus on, for this week, is really concentrating on what are the things, what are the values, what are the mindsets that have been imposed upon me as a child? Because guess what? You're not immune to this. Every single person as a human has this in some way, shape, or form, right? Because you were raised somehow. You weren't raised by wolves. And, you know, maybe if you were, you would still have a certain type of domestication that occurred. But I want you to tap into, what are those beliefs that you have now? Are they still serving you, or are they holding you back? Again, it could be a belief about money, relationships, marriage, sex, religion, like your work ethic, anything in your life, right? And think about, okay, is this something that I created? Is this a belief that came from me? Did it come from my parents, a sibling, a teacher, a neighbor, whatever? And does it align with who I am now or the person that I want to be? And if it doesn't, that's something that we need to work on moving forward to maybe release that attachment to that prior domestication. If that's something that you're struggling with, or you need some help diving deep into that, there's a link in the caption or description below. It says, looking for a life coach or need a life coach. Click on that link, fill out the form, and I will get in touch with you so we can kind of connect and see what sorts of supports will be right for you. Because I work with all different types of people. I signed somebody up last night for my VIP package. Super excited to get started with her. But not everybody needs the same thing. So if you are somebody that's struggling, that really would like some accountability, or would like to dive deeper into any of these concepts, or you're feeling stuck, or just something is not right? And you want to just get back to maybe a prior state, or maybe, you want some clarity or purpose in your life, please fill out the form and I will reach out to you and we can chat about, what program might be best for you. Or if you're not sure yet, you can also become a Patreon in the top 2 levels, jump onto a group coaching call that we have every single month, and maybe get some supports there. If that's not right for you and you're like, I don't know if I can invest in that right now, hey, just subscribe to my channel and hang out with me every Monday morning, because hopefully for those that are watching, you gain some value and insight this way, right? It's a little hands-off approach, but you're still able to learn something new or maybe look at something in a different way. So those are just some options. I want to back up because I do want you to see the sunrise. The trees are kind of getting in my way. They're cramping my style. We got the boat coming in. How about now? Can you hear me now? Please let me know if you can hear me. I turned off the Bluetooth, so I feel like that has been an issue. Okay, thank you. I also am looking to get a new phone because this phone, I think Apple is telling me like, okay, you're done with the iPhone 13. Like, we need you to upgrade. And like, I'm leveling up my life, so why shouldn't I level up my phone? You know what I'm saying? All right, glad we're back. That was crazy. I'm not sure what you heard, but yes, we are working on how to overcome challenges and struggles with our one words tonight on the group coaching call. If that's something you're interested in and you're not a Patreon or you're not in my New Year, New Chapter program, hey, just reach out to me anyway. Send me an email just so I can get some information on what sorts of things you want to work through. Because this is why I really created my life coaching business, is to help other people. Like, that brings me joy. It fills my cup. So if you're struggling with anything, even if you're not able to invest at this moment, just reach out to me anyway. We'll figure something out. I want to make sure that, you know, I am doing my best to serve others because I feel like I have a lot to give. So please let me know. If you're somebody that's struggling, send me a message, send me an email. Look at the beautiful sunrise. Oh my God. And what is today? Today's the 18th? 19th? 18th? I don't know. But we had a new moon last night that you can also experience this morning. It was a new moon in Capricorn. So if you are somebody who's into astrology, like, hey, super exciting. Anybody a Capricorn in the chat? I have some friends that are Capricorns. Those are some good people to keep around you. Let me know if you're a Capricorn. And if you are, happy birthday. Oh, my mom is Venmoing me. Mom, what are you doing? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I guess she used the link in my that's pinned to my chat. Yes, Lynette, definitely join tonight. I would love to have you there. And I'll send you the link for this one too. I know Bill has it, but just if you want to go on a different device or something, I'll send you a link in your email as well. But thanks, Mom, for the Venmo. Appreciate you. Oh, look at that beautiful sky. So once the sun is over the trees, we'll start moving again. But I really just wanted to capture this moment with you guys. I'm always like trying to get a beautiful sunrise on the stream because why not? Sometimes people are not able to step outside to see it, or you know, you're maybe driving on the way to work or whatever the case may be. I like to bring this to you. Kelsey says, while I am not a Capricorn, my mom is, and my dad and I are Cancers. Great yin and yang situation for us. Absolutely it is. I have a friend that's a Cancer. Actually, my friend who's a Capricorn, so she's a Capricorn sun and a Cancer moon. So there's a nice balance for you. So she's very like driven, tenacious, headstrong, but then also like emotionally, she's like, but do you hate me? Like, yeah, so there's a balance there with her where she presents very strong and she's a leader. She goes after what she wants, but then also like there's that emotional side where she's like, I want to make sure that you still like me. But yeah, I could talk astrology all day. But that's a cool balance. I love that. I didn't know you were a Cancer, Kelsey. Thanks, Mom. Love you too. And I know I have another Capricorn watching, but this particular person just lurks in the background. But hey to you. I know you're here. Oh my God, the sun. Please warm me up. It actually feels nicer with the sun now. Even though it's still windy. Hopefully we get above the 30s today. That would be great. I never thought I would see my breath in Florida, but I am. Kelsey, we could yap about it all day. Cancer sun, Pisces moon, Taurus rising. Anyway, I'll stop for those who don't care about this. Okay. Cancer sun, Pisces moon, Taurus rising. Ooh, yeah, I could see that, Kelsey. Taurus rising. I could see that. So for those that don't know, here's just a little basic astrology thing. If you do your birth chart, right, whatever your actual sign is, like what you identify your sign is, that's your sun sign. That's your personality. Your moon sign, you would have to do a birth chart to find this out. But your moon sign is like how you show up emotionally, how you process your emotions. And then your rising, or they call it ascendant, is how other people perceive you. So it's pretty cool. I love astrology. It's a lot of fun. But if you're somebody that's not familiar with that, you're like, what are you talking about? But it's fun. It's just something fun. This is a screenshot moment if I ever saw one. And the frost is melting on the boardwalk. I was honestly slipping before. Would love to have a Monday morning astrology stream. That would be cool, actually. I would probably do that indoors and at like a table so I can like have my notes around me, because I'm not an expert in that, but that would be cool to like kind of do some diving deeper and maybe do some birth charts for people. That would be so fun, actually. That's a good idea, Lynette. Good idea. All right, let's start walking because I want to make sure I'm showing some other things. But like, look how gorgeous with the lighthouse, with the sun. There's people getting ready to go on the friendship boat that's going to take them all the way to Epcot. Like, what a day. And these people are not messing around. They're like, it's cold, but we don't care. We're still going to the parks, right? Love it. Love it, love it. Oh my God, what a shot. Wait, I'm going to stand here for a moment because this is so beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'll let you know beforehand. Maybe it won't be Monday morning. Maybe it'll be like a bonus stream somewhere during the week. That would be pretty cool. Maybe on a full moon night. Ooh. Guys, I'm getting some ideas. That would be awesome. But let me know like in the chat once the recording is done, what you would think about that. Like if you would want to be part of that, or if I should do it in the morning or the evening. Like give me your suggestions in the comments once the stream is over, because I would really love to put that together, and I would love your feedback so I can, you know, tailor it to your needs. That would be so fun. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's start walking. Oh my God, it's so beautiful though. Maybe I can go like this, so you could see. Oh my God, it's beautiful. But I really appreciate you guys being here this morning, taking the time out of your Monday, out of your week, to maybe learn something new, to maybe gain some insight, get some ideas, things that you could share. Hey, when you're having dinner with your family tonight and they say, how was your day? And you just go, fine. Maybe you can give them some insight from this stream, something you learned, right? I love that. I feel like knowledge, if you hold it to yourself, is not doing anything. You have to share it. That's, you know, really my intention behind the stream is like, I'm learning all these things. I want to share it with people. So you should do the same. You don't need to have a live stream to do that. Let me just throw out my cup. Oh my God, I almost slipped again. Okay. It's slippery on this boardwalk this morning. And this guy's running. I can't even. He's running. I'm slipping walking, so people are running. All right. So let me say all the things. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. It's great karma, right? It's helping me, it's helping you, putting those good vibes out there. Definitely subscribe to my channel because, hey, we're gonna have a little astrology party one of these days. And every Monday morning I go live from another place in Orlando. Usually it's Disney. I wanna change it up. And yeah, thank you, Lynette. You've given me food for thought this morning. Thank you. You are welcome. Appreciate you. So yes, I go live every Monday morning, usually around 6:45 now that I'm at a different gym. 6:45, we watch the sunrise. We talk all things that I've learned from podcasts, books, my own life experiences. So subscribe, turn on the bell, because as you have heard, there will be another stream popping up randomly. I also like to do the Disney yoga live as well, so that's an option. Okay, let me turn this around because you can see the sun over here. So yeah, you want to make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell for all notifications, so you'll be notified every time I go live. Also, yep, a child just fell. I knew that would happen. You want to follow me on Instagram. It's LearningWithLau55. You can see all of my fun things that I do during the week. And you can also see that, like, I live this lifestyle, right? I talk the talk and I walk the walk. So you can see how I live my life, get to know me a little bit more. So if you're interested in that one-on-one coaching, you can kind of see the things that I do on a daily basis. I want to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreons for supporting me. You can check out the levels that are right for you if you go to patreon.com/learningwithlau or learningwithlau.com. Check out which level is right for you. What else? Share the stream with a friend, somebody that would benefit from this. And I have always said, you know, at the beginning of my streams, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. But now I will say, take what resonates with you and think deeper about the rest. Because maybe you just don't like something that is being said, but ask yourself why. Is it triggering to you? Is it reminding you of a past experience? Or does it not align with your identity, right? So getting clear on that is really going to help you move forward and grow. Another important thing, please know that you are here for a reason. And even if you don't know what that reason is yet, you will one day, because you were meant to be here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. All right, I hope you have a wonderful week. Stay warm, bundle up, and tell someone you love that you care about them today, because we don't hear that enough. And this world's a crazy place, but you want to share the love, share the positive vibes, and yeah, Yes, Lynette, I thank you so much. I'm gonna go warm up. It looks more dramatic than it actually is, but it's fine. But Lynette, I'll see you later on the group coaching call. Everybody else, have a fantastic week. Appreciate your support. And once the stream is over, in the comments, let me know if you want to see that astrology stream and the time of day that you think it would be best. Christina, wishing you the best of luck on your interview, sending all the positive vibes. You got this, girl. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you next Monday. Bye-bye.